Another collection of wild Karen moments. From epic freakouts to unbelievable confrontations, get ready for some secondhand embarrassment. I can't decide which one is the Karen here, can you?
You out here harassing these people.
You got my $50? I gave you $50. Where's my money? I bought you cigarettes and beer. Where's my money, crackhead? Your mama's got Alzheimer's. She don't even know who you are anymore. Your mama got Alzheimer's, crackhead. Where's my money at? You went after Denise Maloney for $70 with my $50. What are you calling the cops for? This man's just doing that job. You work for the landlord? What do you do for the landlord?
I'm about to go to jail, James.
What for?
They're calling the cops on you because you out here harassing these men.
I'm harassing them? Am I harassing you?
Listen.
She called the police.
They called I work for the landlord.
Uh-huh.
He's a nuisance, all right? They about to put him in jail. He got evicted. He's leaving out of here next month.
Alone. You're the one who harasses people. I'm harassing you. I'm the one who called in the complaint about the gutters, and then you came over here the next 2 days later. She just don't like it because, oh yeah, call the police. I'm harassing them. Called in the complaint about the gutters, and then you came over here the next 2 days later.
How many times must we go over this? Never anger the people making your food.
Why are you recording me?
Because it's within my rights.
Because of what?
Because it's within my rights.
He's recording.
You wanted me to sit here for 17 minutes, right? She asked why I was recording her. I told her it's within my rights. And then I asked her if she's sure, if she wants me to sit here recording her for 17 minutes. It's up to her.
All right, I got your food coming right up. Okay?
Yeah.
I got it.
Right, and I don't want to sit here for 17 minutes. I made your day, right?
That's crazy.
I made your day, right? I made your day, right? Exactly, that's what I thought.
I am.
Even if you cancel, I'm still gonna stand here till you call the cops, so it won't make no difference to me. Then they'll tell you what the Constitution allows and doesn't allow.
You're nuts, Mr. Guy. You're a creep. You need to stop talking to me.
I'm gonna stand here for 17 minutes like you expected me
And what's
to.
your name, dear?
And then I'm gonna sue you personally, not the company. But you, not him, you. I hope you have a lawyer or money, but since
You're a creep and you're nuts.
and you won't
Recording me while you're recording me while I'm standing.
and you won't call the cops, what does that tell you?
So you want me to call the police on you?
Then
You're
what you gotta
a creep. Leave me
do?
alone.
Or give me my order.
You're a creep. You don't want an order, sir.
Her patience has been thoroughly tested, yet she remains unwavered.
I just really want to know, like, why are you recording? Ain't nobody ever came in here and just recorded us. Like,
Well,
why are
I'm
you
with the press, so
recording?
I'm allowed to, but she doesn't know that.
Record women behind
That's it.
your back.
Okay, I got it.
What's your creep, man? Get out of here.
Call the cops.
You're a creep.
Call the cops.
You're a creep.
Call the cops.
You're a creep.
Call the cops. But you won't, right?
For what? Why do I have to call the police? Because you're a
Because you're
creep?
uncomfortable, right? You're uncomfortable, right?
So you just do this? You make people uncomfortable?
No, you made me uncomfortable saying I had to sit here for 17 minutes when the order should have been ready.
How, my guy? It's not. You're nuts.
I am. And then the jurors are gonna see who,
Jurors, you're nuts. You need psychological help.
and you need
What can I
to
get
get a
you?
proper education.
You sit down. Come on, Steve.
You were born here, right?
You're nuts. You're a nut job. And while you're recording, hold on real quick, Mr. Guy. Since you want to record talking about 17 minutes, he still has 12 minutes. So you say 13, I still have 12.
So calm
You're
down.
nuts, my guy. Don't move. Lord Jesus, take over. You said you're going to crash a car.
I can't. It's within my constitutional rights.
He want-
If she
okay.
wanted me to stand here for 17 minutes, I'll stand here for 17 minutes. That's the whole point.
Okay.
911, right? 911 is emergencies for creep.
I'll just let this lady explain the next one.
To all my ladies shopping for a car, avoid Andres Urdaneta at Kia East in Orlando.
I've been in the bathroom in this Kia dealership for over 20 minutes, hiding We came in 2 days ago and negotiated a deal for a new vehicle. I have a Chevy Tahoe RST 2021. I was going to do a trade for a Kia EV9. The guys that offered me the car salesman and the manager, offered a certain deal on paper that financing can't offer. So now I'm getting talked down to, oh, we'll help you pay your first car payment. I don't need your help. I just want the deal that was offered. So I've tried to cancel my deal. I let him know at 5 o'clock I had to leave to go pick up my kids from camp. He will not give me my keys. A $94,000 vehicle doesn't even come with mats on the floor. A Honda Civic comes with mats. He said he tinted. No tint. Come back and we'll tint it later after the deal. Everything's after the deal. But I've already showed up. I've already signed paperwork and I already paid my $5,000. I've done my 3 things, but the 3 things they're supposed to do, they can't do. They promised a lower payment. They're not offering that. They promised lower interest. They're not offering that. Then they try to tell you, oh, we're giving you a $7,500 rebate. Actually, the state of Florida is giving me that $7,500 rebate, not you. That is something legally that you have to offer me going from a gas car to an electric. So you didn't give me that. I can get that rebate from any dealership in the state. Oh, and he's rolling his eyes. And so I'm just like, I don't want to do the deal. It's dirty. I don't like the feeling I have in my heart. Just swap out. Since I've been hiding in this bathroom, 3 women have came in to pee because it's a bathroom, to tell me if you can get out, don't do it. I've been on FaceTime with my mom. Girl, if you can get out, run. Worst dealership ever. So we're going to go out there together, try to get the keys to my car so I can actually leave. Let's see how this goes.
This is filmed like some found footage survival video.
Part 2 of trying to get out of Kia Greenway of Orlando, Florida.
Is my keys ready? I have no idea. Good, how are you?
You doing good?
You're probably the nicest person I've met here, but yeah, fine.
Okay, so look, we put this together for you in the team's floor mats and the check payment. I'll give you a copy of this, signed by my general manager. Okay, so like I said, it's a copy for us and a copy for you, and you keep this.
My only issue is that should have been offered when we were in there, when you were talking to me crazy behind closed doors. Not out here in public while 2 other men look in my face and now you speak politely. But when we were in there behind closed doors, you were saying that you were helping me make my payments and that when you're doing trade for trade with no gap because you're so difficult for your $800, that's when you should have been polite. Not now, out in public.
Yeah, but I was not being unpolite.
You were unpolite. And the fact that I hid in the bathroom for 30 minutes just to be away from you, 3 other women used the bathroom and said, if you can get out, sweetheart, get out. It's the worst dealership I've ever worked with. So if you can get out and keep your dignity, get out. I just hid in the bathroom to be away from you.
Okay.
So I do appreciate you correcting yourself in public, but you didn't correct yourself in your office, and that's when you should have done it.
So she chews them out publicly, in delicious fashion.
It's the worst dealership I've ever worked with. So if you can get out and keep your dignity, get out. I just hid in the bathroom to be away from you.
Okay.
So I do appreciate you correcting yourself in public, but you didn't correct yourself in your office, and that's when you should have done it. The only difference between me and every woman sitting in this lobby, I will ruin you online. You've picked the wrong girl. So thank you for trying to take advantage while I sat in there and correcting yourself in public. I would just watch how you speak to people moving forward. I'll wait for my keys like I've asked you 3 times now.
But so are we gonna go ahead and sign?
I need my keys. I've asked you 3 times now.
That would be the salesperson and the sales manager. That's not with me.
Okay. Armand, again, you were the nicest person in here. I appreciate you. Well, now I'm waiting outside with no car. Waiting. And I'm waiting for my parents.
Yeah.
I want to get out of here. This is bad, guys. Look this crazy. I'm just ready to go.
How long have you been here?
Since 4. They won't give me my keys.
To your Tahoe?
To anything.
What are you asking for your keys to? So we can know what to do.
I came in here to make the offer we agreed to.
Do you want that offer?
But the fact that what I agreed to now is an inconvenience, I'd rather go.
Complain about the tire over the line right here.
What do you want, Ariel?
You all walk out in here like a black mafia. Dad, I don't.
And he pulls in. Look at the crooked parking in the city. I did. I just want to get in and get out. I don't want to make a show.
Check it out. We're flipping the script on the Body Chronicles, quite literally.
Don't you think we should move this over here so people can pass? Or you want me to just stay put?
That's fine. It doesn't, I mean,
But you're still maintaining that I'm not free to go, Officer Trippett. Is that correct?
I'm in the exit door. So all we're simply asking is that, as you're right, the item doesn't fit into a bag.
But
so
you're still maintaining that I'm not free to
the
go.
normal practice is to check the receipt just to ensure that you're not stealing. I have no reason to believe that you're committing a crime at all.
Okay, but you're still maintaining that I'm not free to go, that you're detaining me.
Once I identify who you are, then you're free to go.
So would you like some identification?
Yeah, I would. If you're not wanted or anything, then there's no reason.
But are you telling me to give you my ID?
I'm asking for your ID.
Well, if you're asking me, no, you can't have it. But if you tell me I have to give it to you, then I most certainly will. Because once you tell me to do something, then I haven't been detained.
Well, my practice
So let's get the words straight
My
here.
practice is I ask, I tell, then I show, okay?
Okay, well, if you're telling me to, then I have no problem providing my ID.
I've asked
If
you
you're
for
asking
your
me,
ID.
then no, you
Step
cannot.
number 2 is give me your ID so I can identify who you are.
So you're telling me to give you my ID?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Because now I have been detained. You told me to do that. I no longer feel
I can
free to leave.
identify anybody I need to. I thank you.
She lost. I have no reason to believe you committed a crime, but once I identify you, you'll be free to go. I don't think that's how it works.
Go ahead. Tango 62703947. He wasn't a suspect in a shoplifting, nothing like that. He was simply receiving out of the door.
Okay.
Because of his item, it's in the car. The general practice is to check receipt.
Okay.
You absolutely refuse to stand although he refused to provide the door greeter with his receipt, there is no reason to believe that he shoplifted and was causing a little disturbance. I had a couple citizens run out asking for me to come in with his receipt. So, he's free to leave, but he's calmed down a lot. I decided, he's good to go. I verified with Caitlin that there is no shoplifting. Yeah.
Now let me ask you this. How did you identify that I haven't shoplifted when you haven't even talked to her? You've been yelling at me the whole time. I'm asking how she's determined that I haven't shoplifted when she's been standing here yelling at me the whole time. She hasn't even spoke to a Walmart employee.
Yes, I have.
No, she hasn't.
Yes, I have.
Over your radio?
Yes, I have talked to a shopkeeper. I have talked to a Walmart.
Okay.
You're not, you have no reason. I have no reason to.
Is this
you're
your
not
supervisor?
detained. No, he's my partner.
Because I'd still like to talk to him about the threat you made towards me.
I'm sorry to cut in, but the captions are so far off that what they're saying is a completely different conversation from what's actually being said.
About throwing down right here.
You want my first sergeant?
I want your supervisor. I don't know what his title
The
would
only
be.
supervisor I have on duty right now is my first sergeant.
As long as he's a supervisor.
Okay, he's on the way. I don't know how long it's going to take. But,
That's fine. I'll
I mean,
wait.
just because we're sitting here doesn't mean
Oh, I know. You
you're
told
not.
me I'm free to leave. I understand that.
You are. I mean, there is no crime.
Okay.
So,
But originally I was being detained.
well, I don't know what the situation is.
Well,
I mean,
from your perspective, you detained me. Is that correct?
Absolutely. It's called investigative detention.
No, that's a little bit different than what she did. In order to do an investigative detention, you have to have reasonable articulable facts to point Yes, you do. Okay.
Well, we're not going to stand here and debate law with you.
Okay, that's
but
fine.
if you want to understand the case, I can give you the case to go ahead and check it out. It's Terry v. Ohio.
Yeah, Terry versus Ohio. It's
Right.
called a Terry stop.
And Terry v.
I'm very
Ohio
familiar
states
with
that all I have to do is have reasonable suspicion
That's
to
what I
believe.
just said.
No. You're talking about probable cause. Reasonable suspicion and probable cause are two different things. Reasonable suspicion means that I have a reason to believe that a crime is about to occur or is occurring.
Yes, I
We were
understand
told that there is somebody who's having a dispute with the person up here who checks for shoplifters, who checks receipts. There's reason to believe that somebody who doesn't want to check their receipt or check their item that's not in a bag as they're exiting the store might be shoplifting. And considering that we just had three reports shoplifting from this store,
Which had nothing to do with me personally.
but within the past hour, there is reason for us to believe that the crime has occurred or might be about to occur.
She ain't gonna tell him what she said earlier, is she?
And I'll tell you what.
You have done anything. It just means that we have reason to believe that it could be. So she has a reason to stop you, identify you, and try and figure out what's going on.
Well, to further inform you, you can read the case Jackson versus Commonwealth. It's a Virginia Supreme Court case, which was handed down in this exact situation where somebody from Walmart was leaving, same situation. The item was not in the bag, and they refused to provide a receipt, and the police detained them, just like it's going on now. And the Supreme Court ruled that they had been detained, and that man won his lawsuit.
Okay. Well, then you can
So I know exactly what you're saying. There is a difference between probable cause and reasonable suspicion. You're right.
She didn't put you in handcuffs. She didn't put you in a car. And she didn't search your belongings. She simply wanted to verify the situation.
But she ordered me to give me her ID.
Sure.
To give me my ID.
Identify it. Yes, absolutely.
You have to have a reason to do that, though.
I know.
Yes, you do. You can't just walk up to the U.S. Supreme Court has already ruled that for immigration law and all that stuff.
We're not going to stand here and dispute law, but she didn't just walk up to you randomly and pick you out of the store.
Yes,
she
she
had
did.
a reason to believe that you were involved in a shoplifting.
Okay. Well, obviously, y'all aren't the ones to argue that point with.
I would say he's got a point there, but he's already won.
Okay. She didn't just pick you out of the crowd, man.
How do you know?
You out.
You weren't here. How do you know?
I'm telling you what she's told us.
So you don't know. You're going off here saying
If
you
she's
don't
saying
know.
that people came outside, flagged her down, said there's a guy in here arguing with the greeter, and they pointed you out, then that's how you guys were
Well, nobody was arguing. The greeter was holding my cart, not letting me leave. That's not an argument.
That's their job.
No, that's not her job.
Yeah, it is.
No. Okay.
That's what they did.
A citizen has no right to detain another human being.
They didn't.
Yes, she did. She physically grabbed hold of my cart and refused to let me leave. And she blocked the doorway. And she
Again,
blocked
we're not
the
going to
doorway.
argue about this. Your cart is not you. Your cart is property that belongs to them.
No, it doesn't. As soon as I made this purchase, this belongs to me. Let's
This
get that
belongs-
straight
this
right
belongs
now.
to you. This does not.
But this does.
Take it out of there.
And if she blocks the doorway, that's not allowing me to leave. That's blocking my path of leaving.
Again, sue Walmart. That's not what we're here about.
And then you got officers wanting to throw down with me. You know. What do you say about that?
I wasn't here.
She ain't tell you that part though, did she?
I wasn't here. It's not for me to do.
You weren't here for
I'm
anything.
not a supervisor.
I understand that. Well, since I'm free to go, you obviously have no reason to be here anymore either, right?
I'm going to stay here with her until she doesn't leave me any longer.
So wait for
Okay.
the charge, like you requested. So
Okay, that's fine.
I don't, like I said, I don't know how it's gonna take him. I don't know where he's coming from. So
That's fine.
Click videos on screen for more Karen alert videos.